Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, we are going to play Broker's Ascendancy Bant Superfriends with lots of planeswalkers and cards that enter the battlefield. And yes, I currently have 66 cards in the main deck. So while you slowly take your time and absorb this deck list and wonder what has gone wrong with 66 cards in the main deck, let me tell you something very quickly. This video today is sponsored by HelloFresh, and you can use the download link below in the description to get yourself a really sweet deal. There's also a promo code, and it's going to run in the ad just above, but you are going to learn more about that in just a minute. But I'd like to thank HelloFresh, and if you have ever considered using a meal delivery service, please hit the link below and support the channel. I appreciate you. So this deck, what is going on with this thing today? Why are there 66 cards? There's 66 cards because I already shot the gameplay footage, and what you're going to get in the video is Sunset Revelry and Nico Aries in the deck. What you should get, because these cards are not that great, is Brutal Cathar and Skyclave Apparition in the main deck. So what you're going to watch is going to have a lot of these, and it really should have a lot of these. You see, Arjuna in the final episode of the Arena Craft podcast, F's in the chat, called it out. He said that Sunset Revelry is like the worst card that CGB likes, and you know what? I'll hand it to him. It is a card I often try to cram into the curve. You know, I'll treat it like a 2-drop because my curve is too high, but really, it's so rare that this card comes down on turn 2. The days of mono red aggro, like haste 1-drop, hit you, and then you play a full powered Sunset Revelry on turn 2, those are over. It just doesn't happen anymore, and I keep on trying to make the card work. In this deck in particular, I was fascinated by the idea of Catilda using the human soldiers that it creates for mana, so I crammed it into this deck. Probably searched human, came up with this, was like, I like that card, it's great. Nico Aries, I really like the idea of tapping the opponent's creature with Teferi, then using Nico as a removal spell, also as a late game mega value engine. But Nico isn't great in this deck either. See, we're really built around Broker's Ascendancy. The green, the white, the blue, the enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, and a loyalty counter on each planeswalker you control. We want planeswalkers with ultimates, or just incredibly powerful, threatening, creature-making planeswalkers so that we get the max out of Broker's Ascendancy. And Nico doesn't make creatures, and Nico doesn't have an ultimate. Just kind of slow, awkward card draw you still have to pay for. So these cards really shouldn't be in the deck. I think there was a 4th Catilda as well. What should be in the deck are actual, factual, interactive, removal-y stuff, and Skyclave Apparition and Brutal Cathar are really good at that in the current meta, just coming down and taking care of whatever you need to. Exile effects are really useful, and yes, they might get their thing back if they kill your creature, but if you pace your stuff carefully, and you get out cards like Wedding Announcement and Broker's Ascendancy, then board sweepers won't hurt you too badly, and then you always have more in the deck since you're running the full 8 copies. So everything to the left of the lands is what you should play. Unfortunately for me, for the gameplay, I was playing these, but some of the games were sweet, and you know, I only have so much time to record these days, especially on the weekends. I'm trying to make more time for family and stuff and things, life, personal, also travel, going to lots of places, visiting you guys, DreamHack Dallas, June 3rd through 5th. I'll see you there. So yeah, sometimes I look back at a video I made, even one I made just yesterday, like this one, and I'm like, I could have done better. So when I record the intro, I have a choice. I can put on the happy face and just present you with the deck as I played it, and be like, yeah, this is cool, watch my games. But in my heart of hearts, I know I'm giving you subpar information. And for those of you who watch the intro, because let me tell you, a lot of you skip the intro. Something like 30% of you actually skip the intro. Are you crazy? What? Are you finding this information not useful? Those of you who skip the intro aren't going to know, but what you should do is cut these cards and one of these and run these cards. They're killers. They'll get the job done. All right, we'll just take care of that right here, right now. We'll fix that 66 card nonsense. You saw those. That's the deck you're going to watch a little bit of. This is the deck you should play. All right, roll 'em, HelloFresh, and thanks for sponsoring the video. Today's video is brought to you by HelloFresh, and I know what you're thinking, CGB. If you want abs like Oko, you've got to eat right. Get mouth-watering seasonal recipes and fresh, pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh has options for everyone, including family-friendly, fit and wholesome, and quick and easy meals. Don't waste money on food you don't need. Waste it on gems on MTG Arena instead. No grocery stores, no stressful meal planning, just everything you need to prepare wholesome, delicious meals all delivered to your door. Having my meals pre-planned, pre-portioned, and delivered means I have more time for dominating the MTG Arena meta. Use my link or go to HelloFresh.com and use code POG, CovertMay16, for up to 16 free meals, plus 3 surprise gifts across 6 HelloFresh boxes, plus free shipping. Once you click, my description will live update to count up the purchases. Now back to the video. All right, we go first. We don't play anything till turn 3, and we play all tapped lands until then, but hey, I guess if we weren't going to use those turns anyway. Drew the pathway, but like I said, not going to use it anyway, so why give away that we have an untapped land? If we play an untapped land there and do nothing, it sort of gives away that we just have no 2-drops, which could come in relevant. Maybe the opponent dread fugues us, right? Alright, let's start cooking up this deck. Opponent looks to be playing black-green, maybe my Shigeki list. We see dig up, so, I mean, we're not that far into the game, so who knows, but I get those feelings from their eagerness, the thirsty hello. Sorry, I don't know why I say things like that. So, what's the best way to play against a deck like that? Getting down a Broker's Ascendancy seems really good. So does getting down a Chariot. I'm honestly not sure. Meat Hook's a thing. Let's just get an Ascendancy down, and so that everything we have starts getting buffed fast. Also, some cushioning here for the Invoke Despair. Alright, which enchantment goes? It's so hard. It's the Broker's Ascendancy deck, man. There we go. Alright, let's keep cushioning against Invoke Despairs. I want this Ascendancy to be on the board and mega threatening for a long time to come. Alright, not another Invoke Despair yet. Stomper's scary, though. My plan was to lock down one of them, but now there's 2. We're definitely not blocking, because our creatures keep getting larger. Alright, Phyrexian Mana. Termio. +1 lock you down. No attacks. I have a very simple goal. I want Tamio to make a notebook, and I want to copy it with the Chariot, because that stuff's broken. Of course. Of course they have that. Okay. Okay. Well, at least they didn't draw cards. We'll see how many Invoke Despairs we can take. And how many dinosaurs. But I guess Broker's Ascendancy is slowly taking care of that for me. No attacks, huh? Gotta deal some damage. The dubs? Okay.
I am the Emperor. Kamigawa. Strike fast and strike hard.
It's not big enough to take it out, so that's good. They're gonna make me discard. Don't think so. Not if that's the version I think it is. Run out of cards, though. They have Meat Hook for 6. It's gonna be hard to get around. They're looking in the graveyard. They have Shigeki. They're gonna get Invoke Despair. Cast that, kill the Ascendancy, kill the Emperor, kill one creature. But they don't draw any cards. And they still have a 6/6 and a 4/4 to face off against. Oh, man. Well, no reason I'm gonna take all that damage. We're gonna offer that trade next turn anyway. 11. All right. How much gas do they have in the tank? How great are those last 2 cards? They're looking again. Oh, they had to think about that? Okay. I mean, 6/6? No, the Chariot. Okay. And that's sneaky good for me. 4th Dino? No, yes? They must have gotten one back. Okay. Did I miss it? No, there's 2 there. What am I smoking? Welcome to Jurassic Park. They're moving in herds. They do move in herds. All right, they want to double block the 6/6, right? That means we attack with all. They take 6 here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Taking 6 is too much. And now the Meat Hook will destroy us. But maybe we can top deck a Sweet Planeswalker or something. We're definitely down to the last card. They're due to draw the Meat Hook. It might also be a Shigeki, because there's a priority hold. Alright. Yeah, will they be able to get this last Shigeki and stay alive? They drew a Swamp. Will they be able to stay alive here? We're going wide around their last dinosaur. So they need something. They won't survive if they don't get something and play it this turn. Yep, you see them trolling that graveyard. I'm guessing if they get 3 cards, they can still have 4 mana to make plays. Here it comes. They get Invoke Despair and they get Dig Up. What does Despair right here do? Not much, to be honest. I don't think that's the right grab, but we'll see. What could they dig up? Not enough. I mean, this leaves them on possibly 1, right? But they have to draw a 1-mana removal spell. If we sacrifice the Asika's Chariot, they're still dead. I'm gonna do it. I mean, they now have to draw a 1-mana removal spell, or they're out of this game. And there's a lot of cards they could draw that aren't 1-mana removal spells, although I did run a lot of them in that deck. Did they get there? My last stand. Ooh. Ooh. Made me sweat a little. Never did have it. Oh, that's an easy mull. What's with the one-lander shuffler? Hand smoothing algorithm, just trying to pretend it doesn't exist for a second. Alright, Warden, you're going back in. And we're just gonna spam some Planeswalkers against a white deck designed to kill us before we get to do anything cool. Good Sunset Revelry right there. But I think if we wait another turn, we can also get the life, which could be handy. Jetmir's Garden. Okay. All right. Funky. No attack. No attack? They're playing around Sunset Revelry? Sus. I'm just going to start plussing Teferi then.
Slowing things down is just as delightful as speeding things up. Second here, second. Who's counting?
Rude. But, hey, Revelry has a chance now. Very interesting. Yeah, I'm feeling the ambush. Look at them go. You got a little of this going over here. Look at them. Look at them getting their attack on. Nice one.
The energy of battle, only guided. You're done.
Land? No land. This is pretty good though. It'll take a minute. It'll take a minute to really settle in. So what does this do right now? It draws a card. That's it. It's 2 mana draw card. We have too many creatures. I guess let's try drawing and see what we draw. Enough. Yeah. All right, pressure them or try to defend Wandering Emperor? A little of both, I think.
Remember your training.
It's hard to pressure a Helena Elena, but they need to kill Wandering Emperor. And then they might feel pressure to kill Ren, and if we can just keep attacking them with a 5/5, eventually they have to do something. Brutal Cathar, of course. Yeah, but hopefully they don't come up with that. I know it's asking a lot. I'm aware. Another apparition. For Catilda. Because now they go after Emperor? Well, if you're just going to do that, I'll do this. Weirdo. Didn't attack with Helena Elena? Surely they meant to do that. Surely they intended to do that. Land, please. Cool. Valorous Stance? Maybe? No.
Until next time, then.
Tameo safekeeping? Okay. No big deal. I'm okay with that. We had to get through it somehow. And now we got our blockas. Yeah, 3 1/1s. That's how many there are. You could count them. They find the line. But we're not blocking. These might get stronger. These will get stronger. Alright, do they have another Brutal Cathar is what we have to worry about now.
Root to canopy. The trees are mighty.
We could draw a card there, but I think just making more creatures. We're currently just in this face-off of who can have the more and who can have the best creatures. Looks like they're going to flip nighttime, though. You don't want to attack there. There you go. Oh, what a draw!
Power grows with tender care.
No good attacks. Two shield counters. Remove a counter from Ren. They use exile effects. Shield counters are fine here. Yep, creatures are getting swole. They need to play 2 spells, and they drew a land. Oh, I'm sure they're a little bit raging right now. Yeah. Oof. If they double spell that turn and they flip, they get to retarget the Warden, and we still have to deal with Brutal Cathar, right? And if we can't, we're in big trouble. Like, it's still a game there if they flip. All right, on the play, what a hand. Let's go. Chariots and weddings for days. Just a little hive. A little hivey hive. So I wondered about if I should play Briefcase instead of Revelry in this deck, but I don't know. Sunset Revelry is a card I like way too much. I get that, but I'm really not sure. Anyway, Chariot them. Very threatening card. Briefcase, I don't think I'll ever sack it to draw cards, but maybe we could work some of the tricolor lands into the mana base. But I think that's really ambitious. All right, they have 2 mana open. Does that mean they're going to deal with Chariot or no? Infernal Grasp Gamers. I think the play is this. What if you had no mana for an Infernal Grasp? Yeah. Oh, I love it. People forget that Teferi can tap the opponent's lands and their treasures. So in spots where timing is important... Yeah, it was about time to meet Hook. So, might not be able to activate the Chariot here, but we can play both wedding announcements.
Don't worry.
And that will rebuild our forces. But where? Guys, where is my Broker's Ascendancy? These are the kind of boards that would love that card. Storm the Festival. Oh, opponent. We got a Storm Gamer here. Let's see if it gets them back in this. They need some good hits. Binding, maybe? Ooh, Chariot. Okay. No Ascendancy. Am I going to be able to ultimate this to Fairy? I think I have a good shot at it.
I'm home. Keep watch for intruders.
All right, tap that stuff down so they can't favorably block the Chariot.
And some think time only flows.
Power this up. I know if I attacked with multiple creatures, I would get to draw cards off the wedding announcement, but nothing wrong with some battlefield here as we try to defend Teferi. Our opponent's got the value. They've got way more cards than us, but we've got the board, and if we ultimate the Teferi, they're in big trouble. So if they powered up Hive there, they would definitely get to us, but they're going with Lull.
Envy the strong, for they can... I will get what I want.
Spiders are here, no attacks. Catilda. Catilda, Catilda. Let's get that emblem.
Now what's to do?
All right, if we power up the chariot attack, I guess we can put a counter on it, right? That's pretty good. I definitely want to draw cards this turn. If we put a +1/+1 on the chariot, like so.
Strike fast and
Attack with everybody. I'll throw them into Lulth. We're gonna lose probably one of the 2/2s if they power up their chariot. They don't. Okay. Not risking their chariot. We're gonna draw 2 cards from these wedding announcements. If these humans had stayed untapped, we could have made a lot of mana with the Catilda, but we wouldn't have anything to pour it into. We gotta get Catilda off summoning sickness.
So do what I demand.
Draw, draw. And flip. There's a Warden. Okay. Definitely some card advantage that was needed if we can get to the next turn with that card still in our hand. Ah, and the Ascendancy. And I almost forgot for a second, but we do indeed have a Teferi emblem. So pseudo vigilance and a ton of mana. Binding, what do you target? Chariot down. Spiders, return.
Aren't I generous?
Backup chariot, so many 2/2s. Alright, don't want to lose Catilda. So let's put a plus there. Then we'll play Broker's Ascendancy. Warden. I think Wandering Emperor can spare.
big mistake.
I think I'll send in Vigilance Gamer here. The first strike, I guess we could have sent Catilda too, but enough gang block? Let's see, block, block, block. I guess they could have killed her.
I will cull the weak.
And Teferi emblem, please. Nice. Oh, it's about to get out of control. It's about to get out of control. Opponent digs with Lulth.
Take care of you.
Ren is here.
Trees are old. The entire forest.
That's a 9/9. Stomper, why not? Opponent deploying a lot of stuff. And they'll be able to flashback Storm next turn to take another crack at it, but it is getting really, really wild. That's a +1/+1 counter for everybody. 9/9. Let's go 10/10. Seems good. We'll play the Innkeeper,
Strike hard.
since we're going to make a creature in combat. Everybody in. Well, Emperor can spare. There is a 10/10 reach. There's actually a lot of reach. Okay, so we could pump squad with Catilda, or we could play this wedding announcement and draw a card. And since we're not lethal, I think we just let the damage go here.
Aren't I the generous one?
The MTG Arena servers go burr.
My power is for annihilation.
End step. Counters. Draw. So strong. So strong. If there's a downside, we got a lot of land sitting in our hand here. Here's the storm. It's gotta be a good one. I don't know how you storm into a board wipe that hits this stuff. Pretty sure you don't. That's the game. You're not going bigger than me. Not bigger than the brokers. My opponent goes first. The worst words in Magic vernacular. Sunset Revelry, you gotta carry me. And then we have to draw like 2 lands. Hit the brokers, hit the chariot. It'll be okay. We got this. Not what you want to see. Foretell, alright. Our Sunset Revelry does nothing. Cool. Just Esper control, huh? Well, first test. Maybe it is what we want to see. You know, now that you think about it, they have a deck full of removal, and I play a whole bunch of Planeswalkers and Broker's Ascendancy. We'll see. Everything will be threatening, that's for sure. Alright, so I guess we pass here. We have Wandering Emperor. Or we go for Chariot. We go really aggressive on him. Could also just play this Catilda. Everything's a little bit threatening. They could have their own Wandering Emperor that we want to pressure. Alright, be gutsy. Be courageous. Okay, Memory Deluge. In response. Well, since they tapped their mana now, I wouldn't do this if they hadn't deluged when they did. But we'll put some counters. We'll put a counter on this chariot. Alright, not going to power up this chariot yet. Let's see what they do about these cats. They do nothing about these cats. Alright, Catilda. And Revelry to draw. They can do something in response here if they want to. Keep me from drawing. They don't. No land. I was really hoping to hit that land. 2 Memory Delusions. Let's see if that solves your issues. Doomscar, shocker. Alright, so how do we keep this thing moving? Play another chariot? I'd prefer that they killed this chariot first. And they have mana open. So maybe I'm supposed to try to flip the script with a Wandering Emperor on their turn? Still, they don't seem to have a lot of counter magic, or any, possibly. Vanishing Verse is a possibility. I don't know what they would have to deal with this Teferi. I'm gonna go for the Wandering Emperor line, though. Especially since they're about to try to flashback Memory Deluge. Yep, just waste their 3 mana. Then we go Emperor into something else. All the permanents are threatening. Maybe we can even draw land for the Sanctuary Warden. Kaido, sure.
Hope you're ready for some night.
Ninja, sure.
Our eyes are everywhere.
What you got? Yep, had a feeling. Okay, would really like to draw the land. Yes, okay. Sanctuary Warden. I think 1 shield counter will be plenty. Drop them to 9, move to end step, level up with the Ascendancy. How you doing? They're getting busy. Their ninja is getting busy. Yeah, they gotta do something about this. Currently dead on board, so time to take action. Or say go, you know, whatever. It's fine. Let's see what they've got. Fairy.
With me here, we'll have all the time.
Wandering Emperor can exile this. I guess it could anyway. And this commits the least amount of stuff to that, so we do this. And then we untap it with Teferi. Sure. I guess make them play a Wandering Emperor now so I can attack it? But if I untap a land, I can play another Chariot. That's really good. Yeah, that's better. So what if I don't attack with the Sanctuary Warden? I guess that's pretty lame. I think they're going to play Wandering Emperor or something. That means I don't win the game this turn. Remove a counter. Let's remove it from here. Because I do think it's going to die. Zerasan the Trickster. I didn't expect that. But that doesn't really accomplish anything. It just blocks one of the tokens. The other one still kills Kaido because we attacked it with 2 tokens. So, yay! Good call. Opponent found the block. I don't know why that took so long. Thinking about something. Their brain is spinning on the hamster wheel in their head. Level it up. Our opponent wants to pick off a cat. Okay, you did. Nice one. That's it. Okay, here we go again. I'm gonna play these turns, man. I mean, we'll do this again. Free +1 mana. Dude, opponent hates chariots.
Give me a moment. Or a few.
I guess I'm just gonna play both of these. Let's move to combat. They're gonna have to kill this anyway. It's a lethal threat on its own. Ha! Interceptor, okay. Well, I guess that has lifelink. Does it let them survive? Yeah, I guess they have to do a lot of blocking. Their Omega scientist brain is gonna get them out of this one for one more turn. Do 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 ba-dum bum 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 bum. When you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I'll be catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. Boo doo 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 doo, boo doo 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 doo, boo doo doo doo, ba 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 bum. I mean, you'd think if they played the Interceptor, they'd block with the Interceptor. Oh well. One game more. I'm in a singing mood. Gotta keep my voice going. I gotta amuse myself sometimes. One more game for the video. It's as long as it's not a 3-turn mana screw. One more game. One game more. Alright. Zerator's Proving Ground. Hand is fine. Innkeeper into Emperor or Tamio. Sunset Revelry if they come out fast and violent and aggressive. They're gonna play the 5-color deck. Yay! Love it. We will make Innkeeper. So far, I don't lose to the 5-color deck much, but if there's a deck that probably should lose to it, it's this one. Like, we're just kind of this awkward mid-range deck that requires our permanents to sit on the battlefield to be effective. I think we want the Emperor. Emperor, Wedding Announcement, then draw. Maybe Emperor Tamio. But yeah, we're probably not in a good place in this matchup. The deck is pretty good against mid-range. We're essentially mid-range that doesn't bother running removal, just tries to build overwhelming board state. Charm down, interesting. Must be a very good hand. Duress. Okay. Well, I'm not going to throw the Emperor into a binding. If they take the Emperor here, so be it. Maybe, so Croakies has made this 5-color deck really popular, and it's really good in best of 3, and it's good in a mid-range meta, which best of 1 is closer to a mid-range meta now than it's ever been, so it's doable. I think that there should probably be some looking at the best of 1 version. Our opponent's pretty lucky so far that cards like Duress are even remotely good against us. Okay. So if they're going to play a binding here, they at least have to sack their briefcase. I'll take that. Then they don't get to draw 3 cards later. It does look like this is what they want me to do, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay. No reason to manually tap like a stooge. All right, opponent, whatever. Whatever, you can't stop them from being them.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Card! Bonsai goes this critter. Now, I think we just let the Wandering Emperor take it, because I think that the opponent is going to play Kami War and get rid of it anyway.
My match?
Or that. Either way, got rid of it anyway.
To miss?
Okay. Behold, Sunset Revelry doing nothing. Solid. I don't have any way to kill it, so this game is practically over. And especially that land, this game is over. But hey, it happens. It happens. You get out mid-ranged. There is probably, though, like a really good version of this deck for best of 1 specifically, so maybe I'll check it out sometime. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and we would normally check stats powered by MTGA Assistant, but I'm not going to, because the stats in this case aren't what's important. What's important are the changes, and we talked about those in the intro. So if you skip the intro, make sure that you go back and watch it. I will just say MTGA Assistant is also a sponsor of the channel. Downloading the link does help and support the channel. So thank you to everybody who's downloaded and tried out MTGA Assistant. I hear 347 of you or something like that have already done that this month, which is incredible. So thanks very much. 50,000-ish views a video, and maybe some of y'all are slacking. Just a little. And you could help out. So check the link in the description. And also, please check out the link to HelloFresh and use the promo code as featured in the ad. Also, I've gotten a lot of notes that you guys actually enjoy the ads, that they are kind of fun and creative, and I appreciate that feedback as well. The editor who works on them and who I definitely pay for their work is enjoying having some fun with you guys. He's also the same person who does the Jin-Gitaxis content. And so, yeah, he's having a really good time just kind of adding a little bit of spice to the daily videos. So if you enjoy that stuff, keep leaving comments. He reads them. I read them. I say I don't read comments, but I always read the nice ones. So yeah, please continue that. So yeah, please check out HelloFresh, link in the description, promo code in the ad at the start of the video. And thank you very much to everybody who does those things. It helps in a lot, like it helps a lot. And I am very wary that I don't want to ask too much too often of the audience, but at the same time, now I'm a YouTuber. This is the only income I have now. It is my only job, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it right, and appreciate all of you who are along for the ride. So thank you very much. And on that note, I'm still going to DreamHack Dallas. That is June 3rd through 5th. Looking forward to meeting many of you there. I hope that if you didn't get your badge yet, you should. There's a promo code for badges. You can DM me on Discord if you need that. And thank you to everybody who watches these videos. And please, if you go run this version on the online, make sure you run the Apparition Brutal Cathar version. Pretend that interaction matters. Don't be like me and make a meme deck and a meme video. You're better than that. I should be better than that. I'm working on it. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. You're cool.